Watch this review here with a look at the DC Action League Batman vs. the Demon Etrigan set. For those of you not familiar with the DC Action League, it's a line of super deformed figures, just like the Marvel Superhero Squad, except for so far it's been exclusive to the Batman Brave and the Bold stuff. However, at Comic-Con they recently unveiled a whole bunch of new figures, which suggest a much wider range of characters going forward. Probably in no small part owed to the fact that Batman Brave and the Bold has been canceled. I mean, it's got a few more episodes this season, 13 episodes next season, but after that, it is gone. I know a lot of people had mixed feelings about that. I thought it was kind of cool, not happy about it going. I've seen these figures in stores quite a bit. I've seen a few that I've actually wanted to pick up, such as the Batman Scarecrow. Scarecrow looks kind of like Candle Jack, which I thought would be kind of cool. And then, of course, Wildcat, Black Lightning had a really cool looking pack. But given that they were $7 like the normal Marvel Superhero Squad, I kind of avoided it, because I feel that's an awful lot to ask for two smallish figures. I mean, $3 or $4 is probably much cooler price point, at least from my perspective. So, I'd held off picking up anything from this line, but recently these went on clearance at Target, and I picked this up for $1.75, which I feel is a pretty cool price for this. Unfortunately, these were the last they had there, so, I mean, if they get more in, I might pick up a bit more, but I probably won't pay the full price at other stores. At any rate, let's get this open. By the way, the packaging had this cute little forest diorama thingy on the back of the card, which completely got shredded when I opened it up. I probably would have saved something like that just because it does look like a kind of cool interchangeable display piece. As for the figures themselves, there's definitely a different design aesthetic for these versus the Superhero Squad. Here's the astonishing Cyclops. You'll notice that the Action League has a much blockier look to it. You'll see a lot of straight lines and angles and, all sorts of stuff. I don't know if that's 100% in keeping with the cartoon, just because I didn't follow the cartoons really closely, but, it's just a different look. One of the problems I've had so far is that these things just don't seem to want to stand up all that well. I mean, if you have it in the position that it was in package, it's kind of balanced, but as soon as you, put the arms down and stuff, for some reason it looks like it begins to topple over, just like that, so it's a bit of a problem. In general, they have a few points of articulation, 4 to be precise. You have a movable head, the arms will move, then we have movement at the waist, so it's basically on par with what you'll see from other lines. Etrigan here I think is kind of cute. I like this face. It reminds me a bit of the child Etrigan from the Justice League or Justice League Unlimited episode, so kind of nice. Again, the detail so-so. I mean, a lot of it's just the fact that they go with this really sort of straight line look to the characters. I mean, it's not a bad look, I just don't particularly care for it. Over here we have Dark Knight Batman. I guess it's a Batman under a spell or something. Again, pretty decent looking, but nothing special. Not terribly impressed with either one of these. Kind of knew that going in, but I just kind of wanted something from the set just for the purposes of display. So yeah, I'd probably check around, see if these things are on clearance at your local Target or whatever. Might be worth picking up, might not. What you see is basically what you get. Personally, though, I don't think that straight edges really work as well on super deformed characters, just because you try to go for a cutesier look with them, and I mean, I guess it kind of has a nicer look in terms of, this is something that somebody would draw on, a, Sunday comic strip or whatever, but in general, I do prefer the really rounded look found in the Marvel Superhero Squad over that. And then, of course, you also do have the option of just going and getting the Imaginext stuff. Although I think they probably won't be continuing with that for the DC lines, but, if in case they do. Until next time, folks.